welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited today because I have a review slash unboxing slash fashion video. If you're new to my channel, you'll know that my name is Emily and I love handbags, I love fashion, I love traveling, and so you'll see all of those sprinkled into my channel. Today's video, like I said, is a combination of a lot of those, not the handbag part, which, yeah, it's okay, but it is a combination of a lot of other of the things I like to talk about. Today's video is actually about Fashom, a company that reached out to me to sort of review their service. If you've never heard of Fashom, Fashom is a fashion styling box, and at first when they reached out to me, I didn't think I would want to do it just because I love shopping, I love fashion, but I like to go look for my own deals. Also, I am very petite, so it's hard to find clothing that fits me perfectly, and I didn't think somebody else could do that for me. So for me, it's like I just rather go out and look for my own like items and clothing. I wanted to point out that I was not charged the $15 service fee because it was my first time using this, and I was also given a small credit to put towards some of the items if I choose to. So besides that, this video is not sponsored, so all of my opinions about it are my own, and I am going to let you know what I think, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer it as well. I don't know. But I started looking into it because emailed me was really nice, and so I looked into the company, and it does seem like a pretty cool thing. So the items are priced fairly well. You actually get to choose the range of each item that you want to get. So for example, when you fill out the questionnaire, and I'll try to put the questionnaire up here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You fill in your name, your age, I think your height, what your body shape is, what styles you like sort of, do you like to wear something that is more trendy, more casual, more laid back, or do you like to wear things that are more on the classic side? And then they also show you different things like your work outfit or your weekend outfit, you know, because we all know that just because I like wearing this to work, it doesn't mean this is what I would wear to, you know, go out with my girlfriends. So there are a lot of those things that get added in here. And then at the end, you do get to say what price what price of a top you would like to spend, what price for your bottoms, what about your accessories, your handbags. They ask all of this so that if they choose that item, they will stay within your budget, because you might be willing to spend, I don't know, like $100 on this entire box, but maybe you want most of it to go to your bottoms, or most of it to go to your tops, or whatever, you know? So it depends. So you get to kind of choose, which is great. And then I also was able to talk to a stylist on video, and her name is Kristen. So hi Kristen if you're watching, but I really liked working with her. She was very nice. We had a video chat. It was about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and she got to know me better and asked me questions, what I don't like to wear, what I like to wear, what I'm missing in my closet. And then she even tried to look at what I'm wearing, what my body shape looks like, to get a better idea. I was also able to insert my Instagram account, which is at Clutch to Carry All, so if you would like to see my outfits there. I did this so that they could help sort of figure out what items fit me the best. You don't have to do that, but at the end of your questionnaire, you could put that in there to tell them, give them more information basically. So they take maybe a few days to look through all three of my items, so that the questionnaire, the video chat, and also my Instagram, they take all of this and try to look for 9 items that they think would be good for me and my wardrobe. And then I get 48 hours, 24 hours to tell them if I wanted more outfits, but I get 48 hours to choose the 5 of the 9. If I choose to ask for more items, they will give me, I forgot how many more. I didn't choose to do that just because I wanted to go with what they chose for me, trust them on their first one, and see what I get. Because the whole point about doing some of these things is to trust the stylist. So I went ahead and just picked 5 of the items. I did ask questions. There was a pair of jeans that I wasn't sure of, and I wanted to ask more questions. And Kristen was very helpful. She told me it was going to be a black pair. It was ankle cut, so that for me, it should not be too long because I'm very short. And then I asked about the material of some of the other clothing items, and she told me what they were. And so yeah, I told her I generally like to wear more natural fabrics rather than synthetic fabrics, because it feels better on my skin. So that's something she took into account, I think. So after all that, I chose my 5 items, and it takes 12 to 14 days for them to package it all up, which this is where I really disliked because it's a long time. I do realize that you may not have all of these things ready or all of these sizes ready, and I do want the box to be customized to me and not just anybody else. And I would imagine if this is something that you want in a hurry, I would say maybe plan ahead or talk to them to see if there's something that could be done. I did also notice that once it said it was shipped, my items changed. One of the items, which is the pair of jeans that I actually talked to my stylist to confirm what it was, changed from a black pair of plain ankle skinny jeans to a pair of light blue ripped jeans. So I'm not sure why. I emailed them about it, but they never responded. So I'm not sure. I guess I'll see what I get in this box. So that could be a glitch, and maybe a black pair of jeans is sitting in this box and none of this would matter. All right, so then once you do that, you get the box into your mail, and it takes about, what, 3 days or so, depending on where you are. They ship out of Miami, Florida. And then once you get it, you have only 3 days. Again, this is something that I don't like because I received it yesterday, but I received it yesterday so late in the day because it came by USPS. So I didn't have time, and the lighting wasn't good, so I didn't want to film it. So I had to do it today. But luckily I had time today, because can you imagine, like 3 days isn't really a lot of time to open it, and then you have to decide in 3 days and tell them what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. So I think that if they could extend that time a little bit, especially because it took them 12 to 14 days to send this box, you would think they should give you a little bit more time to decide on your end. But that's what it is. And then finally, once you choose the items, you get discounts. If you pick to keep 3 out of the 5, you get 25% off. If you keep all 5 items, you get 30% off your entire purchase. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I already know what items I'm getting just because I see it in my account, which is good. So it's not a total surprise, you know. But yeah, I'm excited. So let's get this open. So this is the box. It's not too heavy, but it's a substantial size. All right, so inside the box looks like this, and it has a Hello Beautiful and then a Fashom card here. There is, slipping. There is it looks like a bag for you to probably ship your items back. And then looks like it's gotten ripped here. I don't know why. Okay, so here are my items. Let me put that down really quick. In this little thing is my invoice. And then this, Better As I Am. So they are very big, and these are more information of what I just told you about each of the items. If it's not a good fit, you have free returns and exchanges. You need to email them. And you get to try all of your items before you decide to buy it. And you have 3 days to decide. And they also, for each Fashom box sent, they donate $1 to Second Chance Rescue NYC Dogs. So that's really good because I also rescued my dog. So I really like helping out other shelters and institutions that help dogs. So I do have the invoice, and it tells you the price of each item, and they also tell you what the discount is for 5 items if you decide to keep it, which is 30% off. And so I'll get into this a little bit later. I'll just show you because I think my intro is long enough, so I don't want to make you guys wait any longer. So let me just take out this whole bag. It looks like it was taped right here and it ripped, but this is what it looks like. You can see on this side. So I'm excited. Let's bring out these items. So the first item that I'm pulling out is, it's similar to the top I'm wearing today. See, it's like a spaghetti strap. This one is a green colored polka dot with some ruffles. It looks pretty nice. It looks a little stiff right now, but let's hang it up and we'll see how it goes. I'll try all of these out for you so that you can see what it fits like, what it looks like on me. So that's the first one. I do like this color. It's really cool for fall, and it's something that I would wear. And then there's also adjustable straps, which is very important for me because, like I said, I am petite, so a lot of things don't fit me well. All right, so the first item is on. This is the spaghetti strap with the polka dots and the little ruffle details. It looks really cute. It is very comfortable, as you can see, but I think it's a little big. I don't know if you can see, but if I look down, I could see down my shirt right there. And I know it's ruffles, so it is meant to be a little bit on the loose side, but I think this one is very loose. And so I could tuck it in like so, and it could look pretty nice, I think. But like I said, I think there's a lot of fabric. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. And the fact that it is polyester is something that I don't generally like. This isn't a small, and I generally wear an extra small. So I'm afraid this may be a no-go, and I could already feel it sticking to my skin. I don't know if you could see it, but like the static of it, you see how it's just sticking to my skin? And I don't like that clinging feeling, and so I'm afraid that this might be a no, which is unfortunate, because I do really like the olive green color and also the polka dots and ruffles. I love those. Oh, and you see these flowers? They're from my husband for our anniversary yesterday. We celebrated our 2-year anniversary. So I'm really happy with these. They look really good still. And I could smell them every time I like bring out clothes. Okay, side note. Back to it. I have this next item, which is I guess a button-up shirt. It's in this window pane type of checked pattern, and it feels very soft. It feels sort of like my Rails shirt, and this one's by the brand Gilly, and I have seen this before actually. I have seen this Gilly brand before. I think it was from Stitch Fix, like people talking about Stitch Fix. But I've also seen this on other fashion boxes that have been sent out. One really cool thing of this is that this back part, there is a cinch, as you can see, so you can cinch up the back. So this might be more apparent when I put it on and show you, but for now this feels very soft, and I do really like the feel of this. It is made of rayon, and it's made in China. So this is a rayon piece, and it says hand wash, so at least I don't have to dry clean. This one, the first one that I showed you, feels more polyester like. Yeah, it's 100% polyester, hand wash again, and line dry. It has a clothing tag of a size small, and so is this one, a size small. And I usually purchase extra smalls. So I'm not sure how this would work because, like I said, I'm usually on the smaller and shorter side. This is the next item. It is the Gilly top. You can see the back looks like this. I'll cinch it up in a bit. The sleeves are too long for me, as you can see, but most of the sleeves are always too long. So I have to do a fold here, and see, now it looks like it fits. But that's generally the case, so I'm not like too bothered by that. So the shirt, I don't know if you can see, is pretty loose, and it's pretty long, so it covers my butt and it covers the front part. So if I wear leggings and I don't feel comfortable wearing leggings, that's not a problem. It will definitely get covered. And if I want it to, I can also tuck it into my pants and then wear it like so. It does kind of give you a little cinched back, but the front looks, I guess if you cinch the back, the front does look more pulled back as well. Although I do like, you know, flowy materials for the fall, so this might be something that could still work. But if I wore it in a fitting room, I don't know if I would have necessarily picked it out. So the next item I'm pulling out of the box is this item. This one was one that my stylist really highly recommended for me because she says you can wear this as a top, as a or sorry, not, of course that's the top. You can wear this top with your skirts, shorts, or jeans, so you could wear it on multiple times of the year. And it has this really pretty ruffle detailing on the sleeves and also a tie on the sleeves. I told her I like these, but I just don't like it long sleeved because then they get in the way when I'm working. So yeah, and then the back has a little, I don't know if you can see, a little button right there. This is by, I guess I didn't tell you the brands of it. I think the first one was Staccato and then Gilly. These are skies are blue and it's in a small. And this one, I do really like the color. And this one is 82% polyester, 18% cotton, and it's made in China, and you can hand wash this one. This is the top by Skyzer Blue. It does feel really nice against my skin. Said these flowy sleeves and a tie ribbon here on both sides, and then in the front it just has these sort of subtle sort of stripe tops. I told her I didn't like big stripes across, but this one is so subtle, I think it's fine. The back does have a button closure, and the rest of the top is just free flowing like this. It doesn't fit too big. It is on the flowy side, like I said, but I think it still hugs my figure quite well. And if I wanted to, again, I could tuck it in, and then it'd be like this top. My only concern is if I wear a cardigan or a sweater, that might be difficult, because then this stuff would, like, if you imagine your sleeve, this would like kind of bulge out of your sleeve. But I think for the summertime or for the fall time where it's not too cold yet, these could still look really nice. And also this one, I think you can wear a vest and it will still show off this really pretty detailing. Next, we have, again, by the brand Skyzer Blue. I love the print of this. It is really long. Oh, this is a romper. So it has, again, these ruffle sleeves here. It has a V-neck front with a button down in the front. You can unbutton this. Sorry, it felt like you couldn't, but yeah, you could unbutton this. And I think that's the way you get into this romper. And then the belt on the back it's not the same color, and it's sort of stretchy on the waist. And then it also has two front pockets here. So this one looks really cute. It's an extra small, so I am more excited about that because I think this would actually fit, like I said, because I generally wear extra smalls. There is a double lining here, so you don't have to worry about the, showing through or anything. It is lined also at the top, but not on the sleeves. This one is 100% rayon lining, and the outside is also 100% rayon, and it is made in China. You can hand wash this item. So this one feels very substantial. It looks really good, and I'll have to put it on to see what it looks like. I am actually very surprised. I think this might be my favorite out of the box as well. It's very comfortable. It is well fitted. It fits right across the waist here perfectly. There is some give because of this stretchy back, but for the most part, I don't feel like it's even stretching. It just kind of hugs the area. I love this waist design right here because it does make it cinch in more. And I also love that it's a V-neck because it'll help elongate my figure. The ruffle sleeves are pretty. They do sort of like a swaying movement when I move, and the length of it is very nice. Now they also have pockets here which are very convenient for your phone or just like, an ID, keys, and I don't know if you can see the details. I love the print of this, and it does fit really well. There is no gaping areas here, and yeah, it looks fine right there as well. And it is a little bit loose, like right here. I think with a different bra, it might look better, but I don't see myself leaning forward like this a lot. But yeah, it's comfortable to sit in. I don't usually like rompers because it's so hard to get in and out of, but because this one is stretchy on the waist, it does help with getting it on and off. The way to take it on and off is actually these buttons. I was able to only undo 2 and be able to take this off from the top. Okay, the final item, and it's as I feared, it isn't the black pair of jeans that I chose. It is a pair of blue jeans, and it is medium wash, and there are holes on the knees, so I'm not sure about this. I am very upset now because I was looking forward to the black pair, and this is a size 0, so I'm gonna still put it on and show you, but this is a size 0. It's by the brand Just USA, and it's designed in Los Angeles. It is made of 38.9% cotton, 50% rayon, 9.4% polyester, 1.7% spandex, made in Vietnam. So yeah, they feel pretty good. They don't have a weird smell to them. Sometimes some jeans have a weird smell to them. I don't know if you know what I mean, and you can never wash them out. So I'm glad that this one doesn't. All right, so I angled you down. As you can see, the knees are where the distressing happens. It's very stretchy and cozy. Feels comfortable, yeah. And then you could see that it is too long on me. These are not ankle length like she mentioned. Yeah, it is a little bit long. I could cuff them or I could get it tailored. How the distressing ends on the knee. Sometimes they end too low on me and that's weird, but this one actually I think is the right length. It might be too distressed for my liking actually. There's also like little patches of distress here and here that are not as obvious. These ones are very obvious, and so I'm not sure how I feel about that. But in terms of comfort, it fits pretty nicely. All right, come on back. That was, well, for me, a very intense changing session. I hope you had fun seeing all of the items on me. For reference, I am 5'1" and I'm about 105 pounds. I am on the more petite side, so if that helps with how you see some of these items. I've done some of my own research before working with this company, and I have seen, for example, this blouse, this spaghetti strap blouse, I've seen it on other people's channel. So not all pieces are unique, but there are some that of course I have never seen before. I think I do have a few favorites. I think my favorite is by far the romper. I really love the design of it. I love the shape, the fit, everything. It's the only one that is in my actual size that I would pick up in a store, which is an extra small. Now, of course, not every brand, every style, I always pick up an extra small, but for the most part, that's the one I would go for. So I already kind of knew that that one would fit the best on me. The one that fit the worst on me was actually this staccato spaghetti strap, despite it having the adjustable straps, which is very important for me. It is very loose around the, I guess, circumference of my body. So like here, there was like so much fabric that you can see right through it, and it just wasn't flattering. Also, because it was 100% polyester, and not all polyester are this way, but this one happened to be this way, it sort of started to be staticky and it would stick to my skin, and that was not a good look either. So I had to say no to that. Now, the other thing that I really liked was the ghillie top, the one that had the little cinched back. You don't have to cinch it, but I did try cinching it and tying it up. It did look really cute. I've also tried to put it in a knot instead of just tucking it into my jeans. I have tried to put it into like a knot in the front, and that was also really cute. It is on the baggier side, but when you tie it up or when you roll up the sleeves, it does give it a very sort of flowy, laid back look, which I do actually really like. So I think I might actually keep that one despite it being a little bit bigger for me. I also wanted to point out that I think the square or window pane design looks really great for the fall, and so did the colors. So I will also, that's another reason why I would be wanting to keep it. Jeans, unfortunately, was not good. These ones were a switch. I mean, like I said, when I agreed to the jeans as one of my 5 items of the 9 to ship, it was not this pair. It was a plain black skinny jeans, and it was supposed to be ankle length. These ones are not. These ones are obviously blue, and they have distressing cutouts at the knees, and it was too long for me. So for me to keep it, I would either have to bring it in to a tailor, I would have to roll it up. I didn't want to deal with that. And also, I think I already had it in my mind that it was supposed to be black. So it was kind of disappointing, and they never told me, they never explained why. I emailed them, they never said anything. So I'm not sure what happened, and I actually don't think this was a one-time thing. I've seen it happen to somebody else. So, I mean, I'm glad I still got a pair of jeans, but I sort of would have appreciated if they told me what happened, or they, you know, informed me earlier on or something like that, or found a blue pair of jeans that was not ripped, or, you know, something much more similar. I think this was very not similar. So that was, I'm not going to keep that one for those reasons. All right, then I have the blue top. Sorry, I'm looking here because all of the things are hung on the rack here so that I could see them. The next top that I'm considering to keep is the skies are blue. I love the ruffle details. I love the color. I love that like sort of light pastel blue with the whites. I think it looks really pretty. It is a little bit on the lighter side, but I could also toss it with like a vest if it gets colder, and I think it'll look really good. So those are the 5 items, and so like I said, I am keeping 3 of them, and let me just kind of go through the items for you. Oh, before I do that, on the invoice here, as you can see, it says invoice. There's a little bit of a little note, and that's from my stylist, Kristen. She says, "Hello, Emily. Thank you for styling with Fashom for the first time. I really enjoyed watching your latest video on YouTube about repairing your Chanel Diana bag. Based on your preferences and styling requests, I have curated this comfortable yet stylish selection for you that I think could include some cute additions to your early fall wardrobe. Please note that some of our sizes do run a bit differently, so we do encourage you to give everything a try. Hope you enjoyed them and are having an amazing month of August. Smiley face, Kristen." So she's really nice, and she actually took the time to look at my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel or Instagram page. So they are very personable. So I think that is a very big plus for Fashom. All right, so going on to the prices. The prices listed on this form are not the final price, because depending on, like I said, if you get 3 of the items, you get 25% off your entire 3 items or 4 items. And if you get all 5 items, you get 30% off of your entire purchase. So the jeans are listed for $40. And like I said, if you get, it'll be 25% off of that price, or 30% off if you choose to get everything. I did have a look on other sites. I did some Googling because I do want to see where this brand is available and how much do they cost. And I saw that Amazon actually has a lot of these. So if I say these are too long or too distressed, I do like the stretch of them, I could go back and get it from somewhere else if I wanted to, or I can go to Fashom and tell them to send me maybe a different size. I do see that online this pair of jeans, or this type of jeans, this brand of jeans, retails for $12 to $40, and they're selling it for $40 here, plus obviously other discounts if you choose to get more items. So I think that's pretty on point for price. The other item is the romper. The romper is listed here for $49, and it's by the brand Skies Are Blue. And so I actually have 2 items that are from Skies Are Blue, and that's also the ruffle top. Both of these ones are available at Dillard's as well. And for the prices there, I see that most tops are about $60, and most dresses, which I think the romper is considered sort of a dress, is about $100. So on Fashom's invoice, it's $49 for the dress or romper, which is a big difference from the $100 mark at Dillard's. The knit top with the tie sleeves, that one is listed for $28 on Fashom, but a lot of the tops from the same brand are listed for $60. So again, this is a really good deal on Fashom and for this particular brand and these items. So the next top is Staccato. The Staccato is listed for $38 on Fashom, and I saw a different website selling it for $26, the exact same thing. So I think Fashom is more expensive in this case. And yeah, I mean, of course, if you add discounts to it, you could get it to the $26 that the other brands are selling it for. But for the most part, just the item itself, it's more expensive here. Finally, the Gilly plaid top, it's listed for $40 here. And on other websites, I do see that they could go from $28 to $38. So it is pretty in range for Fashom. Now, I do want to put in a caveat here because I have not washed any of these items and I have not worn any of these items. And I know sometimes after you wash certain items, they start to warp or like fall apart. So I will have to try this out. Obviously, I have to commit to keeping some of them and then wash it and wear it. So I will have to keep you posted on what I think of those. But so far, feeling it, touching it, besides the polyester one where I think it does cling and static too much on my skin, all of the other ones are quality materials that I would pick up just based on fabric. So based on that, the 3 items that I am going to keep are the Skies Are Blue romper, the top, and also the Gilly plaid top. So let me just tell you the pricing. Because I am keeping 3, I will get 25% off the entire 3 items. And so my total for the 3 items is $87.75, which I think is pretty reasonable. If I were to go out to the store and pick up those 3 items, I think I would gladly have paid $87 for these three. I think that's pretty good. $87, almost $90, so you're looking about maybe about $30 a piece. This is already including tax. I don't see taxes added on to the total here. So let's go through some of the pros and cons about the service overall. I know that a lot of you might have tried other subscription items or subscription services like Stitch Fix, or I think there was another one, I forgot what. I don't do them just because I don't like subscriptions. Start with the cons. The cons about this service is that it is very slow. It takes 12 to 14 days for them to put all of the items that they've chosen already in a box and ship it to you. And then you have to wait about 2 to 3 business days depending on where you are. So it is a long time, and they only give you 3 days to decide once it gets in. So that's not a lot of time. Like if I were I'm traveling and I'm out of town, and because it's such a big window of time, I may not be here, and then I wouldn't be able to choose whether to keep or not keep something because I wouldn't be able to try it on. So that's kind of annoying. Another thing that I did not like was the switched item. I realize sometimes they might run out of stock, but if you're gonna tell me that the black skinny jeans are, gonna be in my box and I choose to put it in my box, if you change it, I feel like you should let me know before just shipping it out. And then I will say that not all of these items are the best price. Like I said, some of them I found cheaper elsewhere, and of course it's not the same item, but it's the same brand and similar items. So you do have to be careful that while this is a service that they provide you with clothing that are slightly in the price range of what you're telling them to give you, they're not necessarily the best price if you went and hunt for it. But not everybody likes to do that. So I think I'm just saying what I found. Like I would want the best price, but if they're not bad. Some of them are cheaper here, so I do think that is also good. So it's like a mixed range. And then the last thing that I really didn't like was that a lot of these items are on the bigger side. So for me, I know, like I said, one of the problems that I have had for myself is that a lot of the clothing runs too large for me. So when I heard about this Fashom box, I do already have certain feelings about it, like they're gonna get me something too big. And sure enough, a lot of these items were too big. For example, the tee was too big, but because of the style of it, it was okay. Like I can make it work. Same with the plaid top. The shirt was a little big, but I wore it loose and it was fine. But had it been for the summer, it might have been more difficult to work with than like fall items, Let's move on to the pros. I do have a few of pros here. I really connected with my stylist. I read you guys the little note that she wrote on my invoice. She actually took the time to look at my videos and my Instagram. So she really did try to connect with my style and me on a deeper level than just picking items based on what I answered on my questionnaire. I was able to choose the price range for my items. So that was also really good because I realized that even though it is slightly less expensive than other fashion boxes, it does still have a value to each item. So but by you being able to sort of tell them how much you want to spend on a certain item, I think that really does help you, because some people like to spend more on dresses, some people like to spend more on jeans, for example. I really like that I was able to see the items before they were shipped. So for example, I had 9 items to choose from. I was able to see all 9, and then I was able to see the 5 that I wanted to choose. Of course, they made a switch on one of the items, which I don't know if that will happen very often. If you have used Fashom and you have experienced that, please do let me know. I'm not sure if I'm the only one. I have seen this happen, I think, one other time when I watched someone else's video, but I'm hoping that that's like an anomaly, because that's sort of upsetting at the same time, Okay, and then they do have really good discounts. So I think some other boxes, and again, I haven't used other fashion boxes, but some other boxes I've heard from people say like you only get a discount if you buy the entire box. Now that's very difficult to do, because part of it is not just if you like the items, is if it fits you, right? So you don't know that until you get it. So you don't want to be forced to buy something if you're not gonna fit it, right? So yeah. And then finally, you do get exposure to new items and new brands. So for me, I didn't think I would like that romper, but I really do. And then now I know I like Skies Are Blue, that brand, or like Gilly, and I'm gonna be more open to other things from these brands as well. And finally, this is not a monthly subscription, which means you don't have to worry about canceling, you don't have to be charged. You just ask them for a box for this service if and when you want it, which is great. So that I think is the biggest reason why I decided to try this. So there you have it. Those are my picks and those are my opinions about the service. I do have a, I think, referral code. I don't get paid for that referral code, but I think I do get maybe a credit if you decide to get your first box using that referral code. I will be open to doing another one if and when I start using these items and then seeing if they are good quality after wear and after wash. But for now, I think I'm just gonna try the three out and then keep you posted. If you have any questions or if you decide to get this box, please do let me know. I would be interested in what you got. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!